Welcome back, everybody, to episode 2 of the GTA 6 podcast. And this is why I love you guys, because I see you already speculating in the comments, in the chat. And let me do this live chat little thing. Let's see if it works. Boom. Hi, love your vids, man. Let's get right into it. Didn't this podcast, obviously, we're doing it live so that the chat is my guest. I don't really have a guest in the podcast. I will have soon. I have not planned any guests. I asked a couple of people, but yeah, there are gonna be some guests on the podcast. Obviously, when there are guests, I'll probably only respond to a certain amount of messages. But now, you guys, this is all yours, man. So let's get into it. So, what's up, Andrew? What's up, Chris? What's up, Vice City Guru? What's up, Bacon? Yeah, man, the chat option is back. So, yeah, let's see what the chat is saying. Let's see. Um, we're just gonna jump right into it. Did anybody see my comment on last night about looking at the forearm muscles on the cop since the scene and Jason's arm in the first shots of him walking on the door? I think it's really him. Hmm. Shall we do some investigation, my friends? Shall we pull up the trailer and do some investigation? We're jumping right into this theory. The Jason is in with this random cop theory. Now, I literally posted a video like 5 minutes ago. But don't worry about it. It's not that important. it's not that important for now, right? We're gonna go and check something out right here. That's way more important. Let's see. Let me say hi to everybody first. So Bacon is of course here. We have Clean, Sanchez, Media. What's up, yo? W. The stream didn't lag. It's literally me saying yo for 10 seconds. YD. WDY. Hi. Sorry, I'm a little bit baked right now. I just, I had a long day, so I wanted to make a live stream because I only uploaded 2 videos. I wanted to upload more, but I had to go to work as well, so that's why I'm doing the live stream. And because you guys were so fun last time, I wanted to do a bonus live stream. What's up, Seaweed Beats? You got some beats for me, man? Little fun fact: the music in the waiting room for the live stream, I made that stuff. I make all the music that's in my recent videos, everything. So even the beat on today's video, was that today or yesterday? I made so many videos. There was a beat on one of my videos. So yeah. What's up, Badia? What's up, Joel? What's up, Red Bell? What's up? I think that's everybody. What's up, David? And there's a lot of football people in there. Nice, man. So let's go back to this thing, right? And let's go and choose this trailer. So we're gonna go. Let's see. How does this work? It doesn't grab the window that I wanted to grab. That's unfortunate. Let me do this. Let me just choose a full window. Let's see, window capture. Oh no. Technical difficulties. Guys, 1 second. I need to do a display capture. Yeah, that's the one. And I want to do, what's the display called? I think it's this one. Yeah. All right, and let me put this right here. So let's see what you said. The forearm muscles at the cop scene and Jason's arm. So here we have Jason's arm right here. And oh man, this is way too blurry. how how can we possibly know? I don't know. It's yeah, it's a random guy. Like you could say that the cop has kind of the same forearm as Jason. It's we don't know. Only the cop is a little bit more fat. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's too difficult to see. But it's a great theory to jump into. Really fun. I'm you know, the cop is a predominant character, which I have um, learned about today when making the video about Legacy Killer HD, who years ago did a leak on Twitter talking about all sorts of things about like how long the story is gonna be, and I made a video about that, uploaded it just now. And the crazy thing is that he talks about this cop, and he also talks about some crazy Russian people who I don't know what that's all about. Um, Maybe Nico Bellic is coming back, even though he's not Russian. But yeah, I am excited for the story mode too, man. I'm really excited for that. I There's so much content to dive into, and it's really cool. So yeah, Project Vice. Is Project Vice in the chat here? I didn't even see it. If he is, welcome. Say what's up. You're my favorite guest. Yeah, man. Because you have a lot of good insights, a lot of fun comments. So that's really cool. Um, why isn't Oh my God, not again, not, not again, not again. The outro song's my favorite. Yeah, I made it myself. It's pretty nice. It's pretty cool. It's like a chill one. What's up, Zayar? Um, Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, man. Let's see what else. What else we got here? Do you think Lucia would be pregnant at some part of the story? She lost her child in a tragic way. Uh, I made a theory way back when, and I had this like really dark theory that the villain of the story would like uh, basically kill Lucia's baby while she was pregnant, um, because that would make for an instant villain that everybody would hate. Like that's the most heinous crime you can ever have, right? Maybe a little bit too far. Rockstar is, always hungry for controversy, so they could shock a lot of people, just like with the torture scene. But that theory I had, it's a little bit over the top, maybe a little bit too much. So yeah. Um, you see Jason and Lucia kiss a lot. I wonder if they will be able to with other people and then be jealous. I think that that's actually gonna be a thing. I talked about this in yesterday's stream. I think where if you shoot a rocket in GTA 5 at Michael's house with one of the other characters, Michael will call you, say, "Yo, don't shoot rockets at my house." You know, I think like with social media and everything, I think if Jason kisses another girl, Lucia would find out pretty quick, and vice versa. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. GTA 6 coming? No way, no way. um, let's see. Let's see. What you thinking about? We see Michael back in GTA 6. He cameos or just a reference? There's definitely gonna be a reference in there. Uh, you know what I wonder is how big the heists that Michael did were perceived to be in universe. like the big score, like how much of a news story was that for like the overall world to hear about. If you think about it, we don't know if like our online characters are really that, canon with the Cayo Perico heist and stuff, and all the other heists, because our GTA Online character did some wild stuff. We saved like the whole world, right, with the Doomsday heist and stuff. So I don't know if that's gonna be a thing. And what I'm getting at here is if Michael's heists were reputable, if you know what I mean, in the universe, in the story, then he must be pretty famous in the underground world, right? So I think he will be in GTA 6. Honestly, yeah, I think he'll be there. I like the more realistic small detail about the license plates because we only have got to see plates from the state we are in, but realistically, there are going to be plenty of people from other states. Yeah, there's gonna be like this Arizona type license plate. You have Georgia, which is Gloriana or something. And then we have, of course, Liberty City. It's gonna be great. I don't know if we've seen a San Andreas license plate yet, but we'll have to wait and see for that one, you know? The fighting and shooting animations are gonna be super cool. Yeah, man. I cannot wait for that either. I think there's so many different fighting styles you can choose from. It is gonna be insane. You're gonna be able to learn all of them. I think there's literally gonna be an interaction menu where you can choose your fighting style as you're fighting. Like that would be so cool. Like you have the D-pad on your controller, and you have left, right, up, and down, and you have four fighting styles you can choose from, and so you can choose it because what do we use the D-pad for when we play on foot? Nothing, right? In cars, it's to change the radio station, but you can't fight like melee inside a car, I think, unless they'll put it in the game. So what if you can change fighting styles on the fly? Hopefully a developer has thought of that and it went on the whiteboard and they made it into the game. That's gonna be cool. So yeah, um, I hope we're actually gonna have a lot of wig hairstyles in the games. That's really just the most common hairstyle here in Vice City in Miami, I guess. I've seen it. If you don't know what those look like, just Google Wix hairstyle. Let's see, man. Wix hairstyle. It's from the dude who is dabbing the other dude up in the trailer. Yeah. That's a dope. It's gonna be in the game. It's literally in trailer one, but they changed his whole appearance. So yeah, there is a new screenshot. Maybe I'll show you. It's actually pretty cool. So let me grab the trailer and oh, maybe you can hear the music. So let me see where the part is where, yeah, okay. So let me show you this. You guys are gonna be mind blown because somebody didn't believe me when I said this. So we're gonna go and reveal it to you guys right now. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm gonna look it up. So you have this dude. This dude is dabbing up that other dude. Now, where was this? Was this in Vice City in the screenshots? Yeah. This. These are the same people. And if you don't believe me, If we zoom in right here, dude has the same chains. Bottom chain, it's exactly the same. This little thing with the, what is it? The pit bull or whatever? No, not a pit bull. What's it called? You guys know what it's called. Same in trailer 1. Exactly the same kind of necklace. And then the top one is also the same. Even the palm tree tattoos are the same. He has a different hairstyle now. This other dude is completely different, but he has this little thing, which is the same. Let's see. Kind of, not really, but you know what I mean. um, so yeah, basically the same. Same thing. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's the same guy. Really nice. Let's see. Let's see. What else we got, people? Let's see. There's so many things I want to say, but don't spam. That's fine. Michael could be a filmmaker indeed. I think that would be super fun. I think his story arc needs to be finished, and he's, maybe casting in or shooting a movie in Vice City, and he gets mad and he goes on a rampage. That would be super cool. What's up, PXG and Vendro? What's up? And I also hope that we get about 10 different male and 10 different female voices for the online mode for our characters. Yeah, I think that's not gonna happen. I think they'll stick to, voiceless protagonists for GTA Online. But I'm not really sure what they're gonna do. I hope there is voice lines, but honestly, I think it's just too much work. And yeah, they're gonna have to update it the whole time. So if you have 10 different male guys, you have to hire them, you have to pay for them. If you have 10 different females, you have to hire them and pay for them, and they'll have a job for the next 40, 50 years. But I wouldn't see them do it with AI. I wouldn't see them do it lazily. So hiring these people, yeah, and they're gonna want more and more and more money as their voices, cannot really. If you ever choose one voice for an actor to have longevity, like in GTA Online, it's gonna be needed forever. They're gonna need that person forever. You can clone the voice with AI, but they're not gonna do that. That's not how Rockstar rolls, right? They're not gonna use AI. And interior AI is not lazy AI, by the way, if we're talking about AI. So I think it's gonna be voiceless, man. Honestly. And also name one online mode that has a character with a voice. If they did it, then it will probably be existing characters or whatever. It's a difficult one to think about, honestly. Do you think that GTA 6 will probably have deleted heists or projects in the future? There's a lot of things that they will scrap. I think there is a lot of shit that they probably have worked on before in the process of making the game and developing the game, where they deleted a lot of ideas and tried some stuff out and then scrapped it. You know, do play testing, find out it's not fun enough, don't put it in the game. I think that, I don't know, man. The amount of detail in everything, of course, there are different departments for that. But yeah, I don't know how they allocate like time and resources, but in terms of ideas and heists, yeah, there are probably some ideas and heists that they have deleted. But we won't know about it until, either someone speaks out or we find out about it when somebody breaks into the files. So yeah, I think that answers that. And you can't wait for the story mode and graphics, man. It looks so good, doesn't it? On a PS5, just a regular console, it's crazy. You know, you don't even need like fidelity mode for it. It's gonna be so cool. I want to know if there's more playable characters than Jason and Lucia. We still don't know for sure. It is very true. We don't know for sure. I think that, I have this theory that you can unlock every character and just see what their day is like at the end of the game. Like every side character. You can just hop in, see what they're doing. I mean, a lot of people thought the cop in the trailer was gonna be the third protagonist, which could explain why, you know, why he's there in the first place. And I've always had an idea that there's a third protagonist. And honestly, if I'm gonna be super real with you guys, a quick question. So, is this Dre then? This guy? Or not? Is this Dre? Because my theory was that this guy was like the third protagonist. But if it's Dre, then I don't know. It's uh it's a question. It's a big question. The real Kratos, welcome back, man. Nice to have you on again with yesterday as well. Super cool. Love it, man. So map is going to extend in the future. Yes, 100%. I think this was somebody leaked it from what a developer said. I think it was Jason Schreier who said this. And by the way, talking about map extensions and online, wasn't there was I think Jason Schreier was like this week or next he's gonna reveal more about GTA 6 online. So that's gonna be nice to look forward to. We get info. Whoa, we will get even more information. That was a difficult sentence to say. GTA 6 is gonna be the most realistic game so far, and I can't wait either, man. I completely agree. Maybe he got his chains snatched. Hairstyles really changed the appearance a lot. I saw ISO Speed today having a new haircut. Big ass faux head, man. I thought KSI had a big faux head, but you know, whatever. Do you think that GTA 6 is hiding a third protagonist? Yes, I think so. I'm not sure who it is, or maybe it's everybody, but I do think it's gonna be a third one. Maybe it is Raul Batista. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think it will be? If we go to Raul Batista right here, this guy might be it. The thing is, every single character that's in this game that we know about has enough detail to be the main protagonist. And by the way, I wasn't sure if this was Lucia. Now I am sure that this is Lucia, and I'm sure that this is Jason. So this is literally. This looks so good. Guys, I have this shot in ultra slow motion, by the way. Let me pull it up. I got this one in ultra slow mo. 16 times. Can I loop this video? How do I loop it? Playback. There's no like loop thing video. Doesn't matter. Jamie, pull it up. Thank you, Jamie. Look at this, man. It's so good. Now here you have like this is because of the like slow motion software I use. It trips out a little bit. But look at this arm, and he's probably using his gloves so that it doesn't matter if he touches anything. I think it's so, and look at these sparks here, boom, and here you can see this car damage, and it's actually making a bump into the hood of the car. Insane. Everything looks so realistic. Body armor. Until somebody shoots him in the PP, that's bad. See all the police cars here in the back. You see the bullets flying out as he's shooting. Oh no, actually no. I don't think that's... Maybe. Is he even shooting? No. All wearing these glasses. Maybe these glasses are for first person HUDs or something. That would be pretty cool. It's a nice little shot. I want to see this game on a movie theater. That would be super cool. Has Rockstar even announced that Jason and Lucia are the playable characters? No. No. They haven't. But they never announce who the playable characters are in like the first two trailers. I think... Remind me, guys. Every new release, how many trailers before the gameplay trailer? Is it 3? Or is it just randomized a little bit? I knew Trevor died in GTA 6. My story for his death, I chose die by fire or burn alive. Burn alive, same vibe by the ending. Yeah, so the actor wanted, like Stephen Ogg wanted Trevor to die in GTA 6 if he makes a return. But we don't know what's going on with him, you know? It's funny that he's never even played the game. He's never even played GTA 5. Maybe he did. I don't know. You have to ask him. But I feel like there is a lot with Stephen Ogg that the internet kind of misinterprets and then makes like an article about. He's a pretty chill guy, I feel like. And he's super real. I actually saw him in real life with Ned Luke and Franklin, the 3 GTA guys, were at a Comic Con somewhere, and actually watched them like talk. And I was too afraid to go to the mic and ask something, but it was right after the delay last week. I saw them, and Stephen Ogg. They're on like this big stage, but Stephen Ogg just grabbed the microphone, walked off stage, and went into the crowd to ask some people questions. Or yeah, to let people ask questions who were in the crowd. So Stephen Ogg, he's a people person, man. I really respect the guy, and he's a great actor, really great. He's so believable, which is why so many people say Trevor instead of Stephen Ogg, right? Super, super cool. I don't think they have, who knows, what if all the characters they put on their page are playable. That would be the most insane thing. Cheers, everybody. That would be the most crazy thing if that's actually true. Who knows? Who knows? Jason is based off Merryman, if I pronounced it right, character from Den of Thieves. The real life Luke Elliott Summer. Also, there's a possibility that Six's plot is inspired by Bodyguard 92 and Fair Game 95. I don't know. You know what it is? In GTA 4, that game was inspired by a couple of Russian movies as well, or like surrounding areas movies. GTA 5, I don't know what kind of movies that was based on, but it was more, I feel like, Rockstar's own little thing. And then this one, obviously, we have Fast and Furious 5 and 6 with that crazy shot of Lucia, you know, falling down inside that airplane, whoever that's gonna be. And yeah, you might be right with your suggestions, but I haven't seen those movies, so it's difficult for me to show. I'm referring to Jason's role as the Protector. Plus, in both of those films, the Protector as a Secret Service agent. Oh, okay. You know, one of the things I was thinking about is Jason being a cop doesn't have to be a bad thing for Lucia or their relationship. You know, maybe Lucia knows about it and they're in together. Like maybe you know Jason is kind of double crossing. So he thinks that like the cop in the trailer thinks that Jason is working with him and is gonna betray Lucia, but actually Lucia knows about it, and those two are gonna betray the cop in the end, and it's all gonna go well. Um, let's see. I was always sad I didn't finish missions and project. They're gonna get the final game. Yeah, yeah. The whole Mount Chiliad mystery was just a bunch of scrapped projects, and then they, ported them to online. So, yeah. Realize I'd rather have a mystery that doesn't have an answer ever. Because, just like the Bigfoot mystery in GTA San Andreas, when that eventually came out on GTA 5, I was like, this is a little bit of an anticlimax. That is just a dude in a suit, you know. I would have rather have an actual Bigfoot and it was a boss battle or something, and you had to shoot him with like 100 rocket launchers, maybe 20 or something, to keep it fun. And then you can, chop his head off and keep his head in Franklin's mansion or something. Or Trevor would do that because he's crazy. So then you had another mystery like, is Trevor dreaming this, but the thing is real, so what's going on? Would be cool. I wonder if you're going to be able to break into houses and rob them. I think they will do that. In Red Dead Redemption 2, you had a mechanic like that. Although, if I remember correctly, the doors were just kind of open. You could just walk in the house. Which I don't know if that's, back then, if they had like keys and, locked doors, but not really sure. GTA Online cross platform. Honestly, I don't think so. To be really honest with you, I'm not really sure if they're gonna do cross-platform because they have a deal with PlayStation. They're gonna want to compete, so making it cross-platform would probably incentivize, getting a Xbox because it's cheaper if you can play with your online friends with the PS5 anyway. So I think honestly, it's not gonna be cross-platform, but it might as well be. I don't know. For some reason, I think online is gonna come out on PlayStation like a month early as well, or like a couple of weeks early, or like a couple of days. No idea if that's gonna be the case. How do you think we'll be able to hold some heavy weapons like a minigun RPG? Is it limited only in specific missions, not in the open world? You'll probably just have a bag that you need to carry for that. That's I think the whole thing. So I I, I think you just need to have a bag, or you can just put. I don't think it's gonna be that much of a serious like limit because you can have a realistic game, but you need to still have fun as well. So yeah, he doesn't look like Dre that much. Yeah, so it's just a random guy. Okay, especially in his eyes. Yeah. Are they gonna have a gameplay trailer or character trailers like in GTA 5? Oh, that's true, loyal Dutch. That's true, man. Wasn't the third GTA 5 trailer just a character for all the three protagonists? So we'll probably have to wait like half a year for this, but or a couple of months maybe. I mean, how much content are they gonna fire at us? Like one of my theories as well is that they're gonna push way more information, maybe, like with the marketing, because you're gonna kind of prime people for what they're into. But if there's so much in the game, then people gotta know and understand a little bit more about it. I just talked to a friend, and she is not familiar with Grand Theft Auto. She was like, "Yeah, I think there's like cars in that game, but I have no idea what that is. Are you like what do you do in the game, right?" And Strauss Zelnick, CEO of Take Two, who publishes GTA 6, he says it's an entertainment media piece. It's not a game. It's an entertainment experience. So my question is like entertainment experience, huh? How are you gonna introduce everything? So maybe that's why they keep it so vague. Maybe that's why there's not a lot of action in the trailer and not a lot of specific GTA style things because they want to show this to the largest audience there is. And people who don't understand it even think, well, this is a great movie. It looks cool. But it's a video game. So, yeah, it's pretty wild. Will there be a new and improved social media system in GTA 6? 100%. We've known about this since trailer 1 that this is a big ambition that they have. That there's a lot of ways to share and you can even live stream in GTA 6. So yeah, we'll be able to use social media in GTA 6. I don't know how crazy it's gonna be, but I think that it's gonna be pretty wild and really fun because everybody is able to share their funny little moments online, and yeah, that's gonna be cool. um I think the third hidden protagonist is Draquan. And Draquan, according to the leaks, Draquan introduces Jason and Lucia to this other guy, Booby. There's this mission where you follow Draquan through this strip club, talking to all sorts of people. What's up, Maddie? How you doing? And thus, you meet some people. So I don't think from that mission, any information we have about that Draquan is gonna be the protagonist. Because why would you have a mission with the three protagonists when you cannot, switch to the third because he is introducing you to this whole new world? I hope if there is a protagonist, it's a cop of some sort. I've always wanted to get their side of the story like a Battlefield Hardline feel. You know, when GTA San Andreas came out in 2004, me as a kid with some friends, we thought the game would end where CJ would become a cop. And there are vigilante missions where you can do like police patrol basically, right? You can just kill some people in the name of freedom. Eventually I found out that, it doesn't end with CJ being a cop, it ends with CJ, killing a cop. But I've always thought that they should have their side of the story in the GTA games as well. But the thing that is difficult about that is if you play as the antagonist, the villain in the story, how are you gonna cleverly write like a mystery? It needs to be like a time bomb type game then, which GTA 5 also did, by the way, if I think about it now. You knew that Michael had betrayed Trevor and with the lie of bread dying and being in that coffin underground instead of Michael's body. And so it was just a matter of time until Trevor finds out. So they have done something like that before. Maybe in GTA 6 it's the cop. And yeah, what do you think about that? Let me know. I think there would be any third protagonist, let me tell you. Oh, I don't think there would be any third protagonist. In GTA 5, Franklin was a filler to the story of GTA 5 because it was about Michael and Trevor. I could see why you think that. I'm very happy that Franklin is a part of the story. And I think we needed that. I also think, indeed, if you would take Franklin out of it, nothing really changes because he doesn't really change any. He doesn't change Michael of Trevor or Trevor's minds like ever. He just kind of lets everything happen always. When I'm talking about Franklin, he doesn't really, funny enough, take the wheel of his life, right? He just lets things happen, and he's like, okay, what, So, I would love a more like active character, which why Michael and Trevor are a lot of the times the favorite characters in GTA 5 because they're active characters. I think Franklin is more of a passive character. Even though he goes from rags to riches, it's yeah, but it's because he just stumbles upon stuff. You know what I mean? And he is capable. That's not the problem, but yeah. This looks like that scene in the Heat movie. It's probably a while ago when that scene was shown when you wrote this comment. So let me know which scene that was. We probably are able to have a third selectable character, but only a mission. For example, in a heist, you will be able to play as Raw. Oh, so you have like a select couple of missions, maybe only the heists, where you choose, or maybe you don't choose, but you kind of unlock Raw, or maybe even like Brian. Maybe in let me pull this trailer up again. If we're thinking about this, you have, for example, this scene. Let me find it. Here. So you have this scene. Let's see. Oh, where is it? Here. So this is Brian, right? So let's go to Brian. The reason I say it's Brian is because Brian wears this like bandana on his head, and this is the same bandana. So you also have Jason flying. So what if you can switch in this mission, particularly because Lucia is nowhere to be found? You can just switch to Brian instead. That would be super dope. That would be a real cool idea. So two main protagonists, and then you got just the regular random ass side character who you can play with. That would be fun. And that might then be a lesson that the Rockstar has learned with Franklin. Like 3 characters are gonna be too difficult to juggle. So let's do like just a side character that joins the mission whenever the other protagonist isn't around for the mission. That might be a cool video idea. That's pretty nice. What if we get to play with all 5 characters, even the old guy? So who's the old guy? Oh, I accidentally opened up my PS5 controller thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who's the old guy? This guy, Brian. Cool. Yeah. So that's my whole theory. Yeah. Let's see. Will there be any new mechanics or features that were not present in GTA 5? Brother, you're in luck because it's gonna be insane. Gonna be insane. Man, I need to make a video about all the mechanics. So yeah, it's yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So I had to text somebody. Okay. I had to text Cyberboy because I needed some advice from him. But and he's always nice. Lovely guy. Go subscribe to Cyberboy. You probably already are, but yeah, he's the main dude here. So yeah, basically you're gonna be able do you want to know? You're gonna be able to prone in the game. And before that, thank you so much, Maddie, for the $1. Is that you're British? That's British, right? The British pound. British, yeah, man. Is there any British character in Grand Theft Auto? I don't know. You had GTA 2 was in London, I think. So maybe that will be a map expansion. who knows? It's gonna be very cool. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Um, Very humbling. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, Love it, man. It's always so bamboozling when somebody gives a super chat because they're like, you know, I provide entertainment. It's fun for me to do, but turning it into money, it's like, yeah, it's the big it's a big compliment. It's not the biggest compliment because somebody saying like you made my day and whatever. I love that too. And it's equally great. I love it so much, man. So thank you so much, and I'm really glad that you enjoyed everything. So thank you so much. So the new mechanics. Okay, you can crouch, which you could not do in GTA 5. You could do it in 4 and San Andreas and all the other ones. So you can crouch again. You can prone, so you can lay down. So that's cool. This is all confirmed in the 2022 footage. There's also gonna be dynamic covers, taking cover dynamically. So what that means is that, and I explained this yesterday in the stream as well. In GTA, you need to go to a wall, then click a button, and then it kind of snaps to the wall, and you're in cover, right? GTA 6, you just walk up to any kind of big object, a wall or a car or whatever you can kind of take cover to. You don't have to touch any button. Your character just takes cover. And yeah, that's super cool. You're going to be able to dual wield in the game. You're going to be able to either build muscle or get fat. Allegedly, this is something that we don't know, but the trailer really alludes to it with all the different body types and Jason going for a little workout in the morning. So that's just a little taste of all the things that are going to happen. And the rocket launcher looks amazing. The grenade launcher. I really hope it's going to be trailer 3, yeah. The third trailer would be the gameplay. Okay, cool. I hope so, man. I love how everybody's complaining about seeing no gameplay to the point where Rockstar responds, because Rockstar never responds to anything. We've learned this from the past 500 plus days that Rockstar haven't said anything about GTA 6. And all of the sudden, they're willing to say something about GTA 6 that the people are asking about. So I think that this is one of the most important aspects for them, that it's in-game footage. And I've made this video about what's, a cutscene, what's actual gameplay, and we go screen by, or frame by frame for it, or scene by scene, shot by shot. Pretty impressive, and yeah, it's so good, man. What kind of post-launch DLC or support can players expect after the game's release? Well, you're in luck, Loyal Dutch, because you're not gonna see another GTA for 20 years, so there's gonna be plenty of post-launch support. I think the developers of the game have made, you know, the back end of how it's coded more modular. Just like Fortnite, they just can change everything on the fly really quickly, very easily, and it's not difficult to go back in the code and nobody knows what they're reading when they're reading the code. Now, I think it's going to be much more easy to swap things out, add some stuff, make some seasonal things, change the map, like make changes, update buildings. So I think that that's gonna be a thing. Do you guys think that the GTA 5 building, the construction building, is gonna be ever finished right before GTA 6's launch, or nah? It's a big meme, so Yeah. Come on, Phil's emanation today. We got more guns than the law allows. Woo! Yeah, man. it's it's the guy's so funny, man. I hope we'll get to meet the guy. Right? It's gonna be so good. The ammunition people, they always have funny lines when you purchase something. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be amazing. Oh, Wusless. Oh, how do I do this? Yeah, Wusless. Wusless with the $5 Canadian. Thank you so much, Wusless. I really appreciate it. I'm really grateful. Really appreciate it. You know that the GTA 6 trailer 2 was half gameplay and half cinematic cutscenes, especially you can tell as how the game is going to be played in GTA 6. Yeah, man, I did a video on that and I literally just mentioned this and you can go and watch it on my channel. Let me see if I can pull it up on my beautiful little space here. So let's see here, this one. Trailer 2 is 54% gameplay. Shall I do a little spoiler alert? So I go scene by scene and show you what's cutscene and what's gameplay. And you can see it's all pretty even throughout the whole video. And then eventually, if you can see this, you have 42 gameplay shots. And you have, let's see, 36 cutscene shots from what I personally have counted. So that was pretty nice. And yeah, 53.85%. So that's why I say 54%. I just rounded it to, to 54. But for example, I think I counted this as gameplay, where you just have a boring mission at the beginning of the game where you have to pick up some stuff. And I think actually the prison is the beginning of the game where you play as Lucia, and then Jason is doing his like shenanigans with this, and then they meet up. So even though her picking up some stuff here in the trailer, it's actually earlier in the game than the trailer perceives it to be. So that's what I think. Yeah. They could be working with the police to free Lucia. Yeah, that's one thing. I think Jason might maybe he has snitched to free Lucia. And then these crazy Russians that some leaker talked about years ago, which I talked about in my latest video before I went live. I uploaded that one. Maybe, they're after Jason. Maybe that's the case. We don't know. Loyal Dutch. This is going to be a good idea for the ending of GTA 6. It'll probably have an ending that Jason was a cop the entire time. After the heist they pulled, Jason going to turn her in. Could be a good story. I don't know. Like, if Lucia gets out of prison, Jason picks her up. You have this whole love story. They're smooching 4 times. Why would Jason, in the beginning of the story, pick her up from prison, at the end of the story, then take her back to prison? That would be an asshole move. Just using her. While, well, if you think about it, a life with Jason could be her way out. So what if Jason uses his leverage, and then when things go south, Jason betrays her. That would be pretty wild. Jason wants an easy life, but things keep getting harder. I'm also kind of curious about what does the easy life mean. Is that like what Michael has with the big mansion, just listening to music all day? And also, meeting Lucia could be the best or worst thing to ever happen to him. Jason knows how he'd like it to turn out, but right now it's hard to tell. Maybe Lucia betrays Jason. What do you think about we see Franklin back in GTA 6? He busy as a businessman. I want him help robbing the bank. Maybe just as a reference. That would be cool. I don't think he'll be robbing banks because I don't know. He's more of a business guy now. You could see that in his arc where you know he came from the streets. He did his dirty work for Simeon, illegally repoing cars. Then he met Michael, did some heists. Then he met Lester, learned about how the stock market could be manipulated by killing certain important people, and he got more rich from that. And then he became a business dude, just doing his thing. So he has so much money that he doesn't need to rob a bank anymore, and he doesn't even want to. I feel like he did because that was his opportunity. But right now, I think he retired from. Maybe not. You have that short trip mission in GTA Online. If you haven't played that, go to GTA Online and GTA 5. Go to the select a job, select a mission, and you have short trip mission, and you literally play as Franklin or Lamar. You can even play as Lamar. Maybe that was a test for GTA 6, having Lamar as a playable character. I really like that theory that the side characters are playable characters whenever the other main protagonist, the other half of the duo that is Jason and Lucia, is not present. I really love that. I need to make a video about that. I need to put that in my video ideas little thing, because there's so much ideas I had that I had to make a list. So, um, um, third protagonist is every side character when only one main character is present in the mission. Because I think that's a good idea to explore and talk about in a video. I think that's really cool. Let's see. Trailer 2 is Trailer 3 is most likely due to be the last trailer before release between December and February. I don't know. I don't think so. I think Strauss Zelnick, CEO of Take-Two. I feel like I always need to mention this, that he's a CEO, and kind of explain who he is, because he reveals some of the marketing strategies when he's talking basically to his investor people, in the form of interviews. So this dude, he basically said they're gonna do a lot of TV commercials, they're gonna do a lot of billboards and that type of stuff. With billboards, you could argue that they have enough art already, but they're gonna have TV spots. They're gonna have, I think special social media, shorts, videos, and reels, and that type of stuff. I think there's gonna be more, but it's probably gonna be reiterating stuff that we know with a little bit little tidbits here and there, revealing a little bit more and more, making us question things more and more, just deceiving us, and then the game comes out and we'll be able to enjoy it. That would be super cool. Oh, I've not thought about that yet, but Ellen, you're so right. The GTA 6 NPCs have 1 year left to live in peace. I wonder, with the playtesting that the developers are doing, how many NPCs have already died. I think that's already like 1 million NPCs that's died from GTA 6. That's funny as hell. The aspect of driving assists, thinking about it, exclusively applying to the toggle option or electric stability control or traction control to the 90s and newer cars will create a driving model that suits both types of players. Those who reverse 6's physics and those who stuck with the GTA 3 universe. Yeah, I think there will be. You remember when I talked to you about the fighting mechanics? That you were able to go to the gym, like a fighting gym, and learn either kickboxing or jiu-jitsu, and then you unlock this on like the D-pad of your controller. So you have 4 buttons up and down and whatever, left or right, and you can, while you fight, change fight styles. Well, that same thing applies for inside the car. So you can have that little menu, or you go in first person, you look at the dashboard display and you see the options there, and you can choose them. You can just choose self-driving. I mean, self-driving already exists in GTA 5. You just go into a taxi, and it drives it for you. It's just every NPC is a self-driving mechanic in the game. So, yeah, why wouldn't your car be self-driving? As it's a no-brainer to put in a game. It's the easiest thing ever. You just turn it into an NPC car, but you're not an NPC. It's so I think that that's gonna be in the game. It's gonna be really cool. So yeah, that's what I think about it. Do you think we'll be able to play game on Jason's PlayStation? And what kind of improvement do you think they made to the phone system? Man, there's a lot. There's a lot. Look at this. Let me pull this up. Jamie, pull this up. And let me make this a little bit bigger so that it looks like full screen for you guys. A little bit more cool. Baylux and Roxy. So you have these characters and they're influencers, right? They're having fun in the studio with big nails and everything. And they're here. And here on the left you have the phone. And he's filming everything. Here on the right you have the home screen. This guy is also filming something. So you're going to be able to take pictures on the fly, share them on the fly, make videos, go live, do whatever you want. And I think that's really fun. In terms of the PlayStation, I think you can play some cool little mini games right there. You know, yesterday in the live stream we speculated that you can play other GTAs inside GTA 6 on that PlayStation, which would be wild. But no, in GTA San Andreas you could play some games on. I think it was like an Xbox looking thing back then, and that was amazing. So yeah, it's um, it's gonna be cool. Unless I'm wrong, I don't know if it's confirmed if there is a third protagonist, but there's if there's not, then there will be two in GTA 6, or make it better adding four protagonists in GTA 6. I had a theory that there would be two couples that you could play as, because the leaks showed a random black dude that you can play as. And the black dude, Obviously, I can't show the leaks. The black dude kind of looked like, let's go to Vice City, like one of these people. Like, I think it was this guy he looked like. Here's the thing, it's 2022 footage, so you don't know. But there was this other clip as well where you basically had a girl picking up somebody. So, oh yeah, by the way, in terms of new mechanics, you can pick up people and throw them on the ground, and you can also restrain people. So that's cool. But yeah, you can do a lot. The footage that I saw was a black girl that the developer was playing as. He was controlling, that as a player. But it said 2 out of 32, which alludes that that was, play testing for online. And online is going to be great. All the online characters are going to look just as good as Jason right there. It's going to look absolutely insane. Crazy work. Absolutely crazy work. In my last video, I said that this was Jason jumping here into the cargo. It's Lucia. I always knew it was Lucia. But somebody said it's Jason. So in that specific video, I said it's Jason. But oh well. What if the beginning you can choose between two different stories, play through or as a cop or as the villain? What I actually think is if there's going to be decisions in the game, you won't really notice. And you would only notice when you do New Game Plus or when you replay the game. So yeah, New Game Plus doesn't really exist in GTA. For those who don't know, New Game Plus is when you finish a game, you unlock the ability to replay the story mode, but you keep everything that you had when you finished the story mode before. So in this case, you would keep all the weapons, all the money, all your skills, everything. And you can replay the story. Which I would like in GTA 6, but it would make the game too easy. Yeah. Like Lucia is in prison, but she has guns and money. Like why? Man, I can't wait to put the disc or download the game. I'll probably download the digital edition. And you start with a character, and the character has no money. And yeah, you have to, explore the city. You have to explore everything. You don't know what the story is gonna be. You have some ideas and expectations, but you're just holding your controller and you're moving that stick. You hear that controller ASMR? You hear that stick and you just start walking. Yeah, it's gonna be good. You see the little information piece on the left top side of your screen, learning about what the game is about. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. I agree with your thoughts on a cop. I feel like the only way it could work is a good cop turned bad though through his experience. Yeah, maybe he starts good, you know. Maybe when he says us cops gotta stay together, it's foreshadowing for him being betrayed by his colleagues and him having to deal with that, both physically in terms of what he's gonna do and mentally with the betrayal and the sadness that comes with that. Do you think Brian Zampella, who's let's see, Brian Zampella will have something to do in GTA 6? What is his thing? So he is allegedly playing Jason. I think it's not Jason. It's somebody else. It's Rauk. Something Rauk is his name. Please remind me, somebody in the chat, what the name is of the Rauk guy. Rouke. Rouke. GTA 6. Dylan? Dylan. Oh, Rauruk. Rauruk. What a difficult name. Guy's tall as hell. 187. 6'2". Yeah. How will the narrative structure of GTA 6 differ from that of its predecessors? I don't think it'll differ that much. Um, Beginning, middle, end. It's, I don't know. Every story is literally this, the same structure, but it's very different in terms of every character. But they're very good at doing this stuff. So yeah. Um, let's see. Let's see. I'm Chris. Well, you're making my work day better. Lol. I'm a truck driver. This gives me something to do going down the road. So thank you. Oh, that's super nice. I love people who drive. Um, I've had a lot of jobs driving myself, not in a truck, but like delivery and all that type of stuff. There's one friend of mine from, back when I was in school. He's a truck driver now, and he loves it so much that he's driving his truck all day. And when he finishes, his day is over, he got to sleep inside your truck. He has like his laptop set up, and he opens up Steam, and out of all the games he plays Truck Simulator like all night because he's like not allowed to drive his truck because of like regulations. And then he sleeps for a couple hours, wakes up, drives his real truck again across multiple countries. And yeah, pretty nice. He loves trucks. Kind of the same thing as me. I make GTA 6 videos, and then when I'm done making videos, I'm watching GTA 6 content. I've had so much GTA 6 stuff that I haven't even gotten into breaking down every screenshot and everything because, man, I don't know. I need help with that, with finding stuff, you know? Let me know, guys. Is it boring if I just make a video where I make one video per screenshot and I just talk about it for 10 minutes every time? Like I break the whole thing down? I don't know. Should we do that live? That's a good idea, live. Let me know. Would that be a cool portion of the podcast? Just breaking down one or two or three screenshots every episode, and then maybe turning it into a video, or I don't know. It's divided in multiple screenshots, right? So you have the people, who is like 4 or 5 or 6 screenshots per person, and you have places, 4 or 5 per place. So that might be the way to go, So yeah. Why does GTA 6 have the same graphics they use in RDR2 specifically, like with the dialogues and with the food factor? What do you mean? Because this doesn't look like Red Dead Redemption. So might need to elaborate a little bit on that. And what the food factor means. I have no idea. The food factor. We was almost there, and we got another year. Yeah. You know what we got in terms of trailer 2 and all the other information, we almost forgot about the release date being a year away. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There's got to be a prologue mission about Jason and Lucia in the beginning before she got arrested and put into prison and Jason didn't realize she was in prison. Well, I think that have I made a video about this already? I've alluded to it in the Liberty City theory video that I think the prologue is gonna be Lucia as a kid in Liberty City. And it's not gonna be the whole city, it's just gonna be a little section of it. And it'll be like the beginning of the map expansion for online that you can visit Liberty City. And I think they'll put online out maybe a couple months after release, not 2 weeks. They're gonna wait longer for online to come out to get people more familiar with every mechanic, because there's gonna be a lot of mechanics in the game. And then they'll go online, and then probably half a year later, that's 1 year after game release, then they probably drop Liberty City. Maybe. Because why would Take-Two Interactive take down all these GTA 4 related mods and nothing else? You know? I don't know. Franklin hinted that he was already coming back as a new CB. That's interesting. In the game? Or the voice actor? Let me know. She will be there. Maybe she moved to Vice City to start a new life, or maybe be a reference in GTA 6 or something. Yeah, I think you'll be able to see everybody's social media page. Just like in GTA 5, there was this one moment where you can see Nico Bellic's Live Invader page. Everybody will probably have that from the games prior. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll even get an answer as to where Nico is. Maybe he's an old dude in Liberty City once the DLC comes out and you do some missions for him. Because there's a lot of stuff that Nico can do. Nico is not that rich. Nico only has like, what is it, $300,000 that you make with him in the game in GTA 4. So, Michael and Franklin, especially with the stock market and stuff, he has like $100 million or something, right? He's maybe a billionaire. So, no. Maybe Nico is a side character or something. I don't know. But Nico, the voice actor, is not happy with Rockstar, so I don't know. I love Raw's style. His vibes give me new Michael mix Nico in the picture car. Yeah, man. It's a little bit of a mix of both of them. Of Michael in terms of making the heists, and then Nico with the clothing. Yeah, very cool. We finna make these streets wicked on GTA 6. Yeah, man. GTA 5 NPC finna be relieved. DJ, you're a funny guy. It's true. It's so true. It's gonna be so quiet in Los Santos when GTA 6 comes out. And they're ready for a break. They've been harassed and tortured for 12 years. I wish the Vice City pedestrians a lot of luck. Lucia, do you know why you're here? I'm only gonna play as Lucia. Yeah, man. Me too. Do you think we will hear about the crimes we do around the map by pedestrians? Probably, yeah. In GTA 5 and 4, it used to be on the news after you do a mission. Um, let's see. I find Loki unfair you can already wishlist the game on PS5. I'm guessing you don't have a PS5. I don't know. I think it's fair. You know, Sony paid hundreds of millions of dollars to Rockstar Games for this. It's it's fair. Trust me, it's fair. But yeah, if you don't have a PS5, I understand why it's unfair. But don't be sad if you think you are being treated unfairly. Think about the PC players, man. That's unfair. They have to wait for the game for like 5 years. Imagine optimizing GTA 6 for every single hardware. Nah, man. Good luck to those people, man. Do you think we'll have GTA 5 characters reappearing in GTA 6? If so, who? I think so. I don't know who, but I just talked about this with, especially online, you'll be able to see their social media pages, etc. So that's the least they will see from, we will see from him, all these characters. So high for GTA 6 Online, yeah, man. Me too. It's gonna be so good. So good. What's your prediction on the ending? Yeah. I don't have enough information about the story to know the ending. For some reason, I don't think Jason or Lucia will die because it would be too obvious. And Rockstar loves doing little, cute little different things than you expect, right? Yeah, I think that they'll probably get mad at each other and then they'll just make it right because something happens. I think it's gonna be a little bit similar to GTA 5, but not as abrupt. You know what I mean? GTA 5 was like, okay, now we gotta kill every loose end in one mission, and that's it, we're done. I think it's gonna be much more gradual in terms of the ending. It's gonna be much more satisfying for every like villain to die and stuff. Because yeah, that's something that we need, I feel like. Do you think the first mission will also be a prologue in GTA 5? Yes, I think Lucia in Liberty City will be the start of the game, where she learns how to fight, and her father teaches her that. I think I hope we can get divergent story paths. So many your choice matters games just throw in minor variations. It would be awesome to see a game with actually different paths. Would be difficult to make. GTA 4 had something like that, as you would probably remember. You're probably a fan of GTA 4 if you like that. But GTA 4 as well is just they're talking about just some random stuff. Like, yo, thank you for saving me. And that's about it, you know? Do you think you're able to escape the cops? Nah, I don't think so. More easily? Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, I thought you were joking. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, actually, no. Sorry, no. It's gonna be super difficult to escape the cops in GTA 6. I think it's gonna be way more challenging, way more fun. The amount of money the character starts off in the game, I think just not even $10,000, man. I think like 4,000 or something. Like not a lot. I assume they use the nightclub plan heist like how Trevor. Oh yeah, yeah. The strip club to use the heist planning board and yep, yep. That would be cool. Like Trevor took over the Vanilla Unicorn, and Booby and Dre help us get in contact with Raw. Ah, that's a good one. Yeah, and maybe the cop that we don't know who the mystery cop has been searching for Raw for a long time and he just can't get to him because Raw is so smart. And then the cop finds out Jason and Lucia are in with Raw, and so the cop tries to get to Jason and Lucia because they're easier to manipulate than Raw because Raw is so smart. When Jason hugs Lucia on the Rockstar website and it switches between each of them for the story, I have a feeling that it will be characters selection at the start of the story. Could be. Would be very fun. It looks really nice, doesn't it? Like the and the where is it? Gee, this looks so good. For some reason, like GTA 6, the whole everything we've seen from it is 100% accurate as what I expected it to be. So yeah. Euro Truck is goaded. Yeah, man, great game. I'm a railroad conductor. Super cool. I love that. Is it like for the public or like cargo or something? I'm home every day. I did drive all over the US, but now I'm local drive 13 hours a day. Damn, that's crazy. That's a lot of hours, man. You're working like just as much as the Rockstar developers right now. it's that's a lot. So, I'm really happy to talk to you with the whole live thing, man. Super cool that you want to listen to me out of everybody. Super nice. Um, Screenshots where bikini girls washing a car. That's let me see. Let's go there. I believe that's Ambrosia. The last one, right? Yeah. I believe where bikini girls washing a car, there is two gauges middle of the taskboard, and I think there's oil, and another one is a gas gauge. It's not completely full or empty like GTA 5 had. Oh, you mean this? Yeah. That sparks the whole. Look at how detailed this little thing is, and the wheel. But it sparks the whole debate of are we gonna get gas stations that are actually usable? You know, navigation, climate control, seats. You can move the seats from here. Absolutely wildly detailed. Looks real, man. Crazy. Yeah. That's gonna be fun to do in first person. Yeah. Who is this guy? No idea. It's not one of the bikers because bikers have bikes. No idea. Um, Actually, the gas gauge in GTA 5 does go down if it starts leaking gas. That's true. Yeah, yeah. Um, Very true. Let's see. I think I'm gonna wind down the stream right now. So I'm gonna just choose the most fun comments that I have right now, and we'll talk a little bit about it. If you want to have a question, ask the question. We're gonna see if it's an interesting question. Otherwise, we'll leave soon, and that'll be episode 2 of the podcast. So yeah, I remember seeing somewhere that GTA 6 story will be shorter than RER2. It's a bit upsetting, but hopefully that means they take more care into post-story gameplay like sports, races, side activities. Yes, that's one of the things why it's probably going to be shorter. My latest video talked about this. It was Legacy Killer HD 3 years ago before the leaks came out, saying that it's shorter than RDR3, RDR2, sorry. The reason it is shorter is probably because in Red Dead Redemption, you have to ride the horse, and it's significantly slower, and it takes significantly more time to get from one place to the other compared to GTA where you drive in a car. So the story mode is probably just as long as GTA 5 when you compare Red Dead Redemption without the horse driving. It's probably just as fast or just as long as GTA 5. It's just the horses, you know. So yeah, and it's gonna be hella side activities, lots of stuff to do. So yeah, that's uh, that's gonna be cool. Um, Raul reminds me of Dutch in the way his ambitions becomes a fault. I think so too, man. That's a great theory. Yep, yep. I think killing NPCs would be hard as hell to the players since it would be so realistic and of course improved play system. Yeah, I was playing Red Dead Redemption and the trauma some dude's son had when I killed the father. I just walked into somebody's home, killed some guy, and turns out his son was there, and he was traumatized. I felt bad, and I left him alive. I just walked out, and then people were there, and I had to run away, and I felt sad, even though it's just a video game. I have no idea. I seen the animation of somebody being shot in the GTA 6 leaks. It looks realistic. It does. It looks very realistic. It looks very fun. It looks super cool. You can hold people hostage and interact with them during a robbery. Robbery. Yep. Yep. That's a fun game mechanic. It's so cool. Yeah. I've made a video about that. I don't know what it's called, but I've made a video about that. Hoping for a companion app in real life, probably where you can update your life invader or whatever the app will be in a game, so you can post, share, and comment like Gran Turismo did with GT Sport. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, very nice. I really hope for a classic way of getting rich in GTA 6. I think the only way to get rich is to buy stock and sell. It's boring, not rewarding, like getting 10K from selling a car. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There needs to be more ways. I think it's gonna be property, just like in San Andreas. You buy property, it's passive income. For online, it's probably gonna be different, but you know, for story mode, it could be possible. What are you thinking about Nico Dead 2 in GTA 6 by Johnny's Graveyard? Well, Johnny's Graveyard would be in like in San Andreas, right? In Sandy Shores. So Johnny's Graveyard wouldn't be in GTA 6, but Nico's death, there should be an explanation then. You know, if he dies in Liberty City or in Vice City, he could be dead. Could be, Lester talked about Nico in GTA 5, saying he went kind of off map or whatever. He went quiet, so maybe he just started cab driving for Roman.